Alright guys, it's your boy Chef back in with another video. And today we're talking about the evolution of hip-hop and how it finally evolved from Lil Wayne influencing Young Thug, Rich and Quan, those guys in 2014, to now influencing people like Gunna, Lil Baby, and Roddy Ricch, and others. So we see the evolution of hip-hop in the 2010s. It went from early on, that corona crazy. It went from the only on hip-hop of transcended from the Jay-Z, Kanye West, Watch the Throne era, My Dark Twisted Fantasy era, to the Drakes, to of course the late T.I. era. Right before T.I. kind of faded to irrelevance, but he had that last gas of winter 2008, 9, and then 2010, a little more influence. Then finally Trouble Man came out, one of the last historic trap southern albums. Then you have Jeezy's Trap or Die albums of the 2010s, the Hustle Motivation albums, and that shaped Atlanta. Then we have the on-surge of Future, which is the first main Lil Wayne influence we see in the mainstream of just melodic rap, assembly rap, turned into full-fledged just hook rap. So we see Lil Wayne's influence early on in Future. In 2012, Turn the Lights. Then we see him have Never End, Move That Dope. And then we have Fuck Up Comments in 2015. Young Thug came out being assigned to Birdman for the tour of Rich Tapes. Young Thug at the time was seen as the protege since Lil Wayne had left. No, he hadn't left Cash Money, but they was on bad terms in 2012 and 13. Young Thug, Rich and Quan, a new school of Atlanta rappers, came to the game and started taking over the game again. From at that time, I would say hip hop was still a balance between South and North. It looked like the North was gonna make a comeback, but Atlanta and Southern hip hop in general completely dominated the 2010s without a question. Because after Young Thug, Kevin Gates, NBA Youngboy in the late 2010s, you have Future from Atlanta, of course. You have people like Rick Ross, other moguls who came from 2000s, one of the 2010s who were from Miami and Florida, Kodak Black's Rise Insurgents. The South dominated hip-hop for majority of the 2010s. Now we get to 2020. 2020 is finally the year where all this has finally culminated into mumble rap / melodic rap, whatever you want to call it. It's finally taken over and officially become the standard barrier, the standard sound for hip hop. You see the top artists of the year so far. The Box by Roddy Ricch is the #1 song of the year so far. Roddy Ricch, he's a melodic type rapper, not a mumble rapper. You have people like Polo G, Lil TJ on the Cups and Rise Up. You have Pop Smoke, who unfortunately passed away, who his sound of his melodic raps and sounds and ad-libs. You have the Migos in 2016 and 17 with that Bad and Bluesy blow up, the Motorsport, and their ad-lib rap. Then of course you have Young Thug, who really nurtured and pushed Lil Duke, Lil Key, Gunna, and Lil Baby to be the biggest. And from Lil Baby, now you have 42 Dugg, who's coming up and who sounds like Kodak Black, and basically it's Lil Baby's new project. So it's interesting to see how 2020 is finally the year all this culminated into mumble rap, melodic rap finally being the standard sound for hip hop. Let me know what you think. Do you think this is where we're going to go for the 2020s? Do you think the evolution is finished? I mean, obviously the evolution is finished. It's going to be a new wave. But do you think that we're going to be in this melodic hip hop phase for a couple more years, or do you think it will dominate the 2010s? Like in the 2000s, you had the southern hip hops, and then you had the actual like trap South hip hop that dominated. Let me know what you think in the comment section. It's your man Chef from Off the Dome. I'm out.